Wow, 52. Welcome to all 52 of you. Thank you for tuning in to the last match of the day. Polar is going to be our light blue team. Our dark blue team is going to be Eclipse. Do you do 3 CP in the league games? 3 CP? Hold on. What happened to the lobby? Looks like we lost somebody. We lost Ray Ray. Oh no. Ray Ray couldn't even load in. Let's check on that. Meanwhile, let me start the raffle because I think I actually forgot to start it. So that gives me a quick chance to do that while Polar figures out if Ray Ray's going to come back or if they need to sub somebody in. The next 500 token raffle is starting right now. All right, so I'm going to try inviting Ray Ray again. If not, we'll get with Polar and ask who is coming. All right, we're going to go ahead and resume. Looks like Mythic Piggy will be jumping in because that invite went to Ray Ray and they didn't seem to accept. So there we go. Sorry about that little hiccup, but we are ready to kick off. Match number 3. First map is going to be Antarctic Peninsula. First map is always random, by the way. Raffle is up, by the way. Make sure to use the raffle command. You just sent the raffle command to your dad. Acid, I need to know how your dad responds to that. G-Ducks, due to the terms of service, I cannot answer that, unfortunately. Ray, why are you entering the raffle, bro? Get back in here. All right, let's kick this off. Both of these teams lost their opening match. Polar lost to Phoenix and Eclipse lost to Outliers. But Outliers was completely disbanded basically, so it's a brand new team. Both of these teams looking for their first win of the season. We'll see which one gets it done. Looks like Kuda is going to be coming out on the Doomfist. Willard is going to be coming out on the ball. No picks so far. Team's getting very low on that Tracer. But will stay alive for now. Dripobito gets the first kill. Going to take out Ulysses, the Genji. Dripobito also going to get a kill onto Hilavasra. And it looks like Eclipse are going to take this point first. Just finishing off the last few players. Willard still surviving. Actually, nobody has capped yet. Eclipse got it just about one. But it didn't end up happening. All right. Mr. Bust down, taking out Slaying Beast, and that will secure the first point for Eclipse. And that is the Polar tank down, so they're going to have to back up and regroup real quick. Looking at this wager, it is absolutely insane. There is 17,000 channel points on Eclipse. That is a lot. So we'll see if Eclipse can get it done. Ulysses going to get a opening pick onto Dripobito, though. That could be big. Willard, the ball, is going to be on this front line now. Meteor Strike from Kuda. Getting very low, though. Kuda with about 46 HP somehow is able to get out. They can't seem to kill this Doom no matter what they do. Finally, Ulysses will take down Kuda, and Willard is also going to get a kill as well, so it looks like Polar might be able to flip this point. Eclipse is going to finish off with 53% on their first cap, but Polar does flip it. And Ulysses is getting close to this blade. Lots of alts online for both teams. We have Ball alt for Willard. Blade. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Polar's got 4 ultimates, while Eclipse has 3. We might see an alt dump in this team fight. Dripobito using the Hanzo ult. Doesn't seem like he gets anything done. Hilavasra will go down, so that's no mercy for this Polar team. Ulysses not finding anything with the blade. Mango going to take out Slaying Beast. Willard is going to counter with a kill onto Dripobito. There's kills on both sides. Willard goes down, though. It looks like right now Eclipse is winning this team fight. And they will get it done. Cheems with a double kill on the Tracer. Eclipse better win. They're looking pretty good so far, Cashy. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. As always, sponsored by Cashy Go Zoom. Only sponsor I need. So Polar only held that for 34%, and now it's getting close to Eclipse. Getting to this 99% they need to cap. Cheems with the pick onto Slaying Beast. Ulysses will take out Mango Memes, though, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Here comes Healavasra. Healavasra is going to get their other support back alive, and it looks like Polar's winning this team fight. They're going to have to go soon, though. There's only 10% left on this objective. They're going to have to flip it. Kuda is still alive on the Doomfist. They're going to try and get this to 99. It looks like they will do it. Mango Meme's also going to come back. But Polar will finally flip this point back. So they're going to have to hold it for about 60%. Mythic Piggy, great start by killing Kuda. But Cheems is going to get Tracer on Tracer violence, trading it back out. But both Doomfist and Tracer are quick heroes. They'll be back here in a second. Even faster now that Healavasra res that. Willard going to drop some bombs to keep Eclipse at bay for now. And the first kill of this team fights will be Cheems taking out Ulysses. That is big. It's going to force Slaying Beast to ult here. Mythic Piggy not going to find anything with that. Willard does take out Mango Memes, though. So that's one down for both teams. Kuda taking out Healavasra. Every time a team gets a kill, it gets traded out. This is crazy. It's such an even team fight right now. Happening again. Oh my goodness. It's so back and forth. But it looks like at the moment Polar is out of supports, and you do need supports. That's a big deal. Willard just rolling around trying to save as much percent as they can. It's gotten to 90. Here comes a Ulysses Blade. Jumps on Mango Memes. They will go down. Now trying to get Mr. Bustdown, who's going to give them a headshot, though, with the Kiriko. Mythic Piggy winning that Tracer duel. Here comes Kuda. Right now, it looks like Eclipse has flipped it back. It looks like there is 2 members alive for both teams. Kuda not able to finish off Slaying Beast, who was getting so low. Both Hive tanks are alive, and here comes the blade for Drip Obito. Willard doing their absolute best to hold this point as long as they can. And it looks like it will be enough for now. Willard going to get a kill into Drip Obito. Mango Memes is going to get Ulysses, though, who was on the Sombra. This is a crazy fight. It is 99-99, but they have to touch. And they just barely miss it. Oh, the pile driver from Willard was what cost them the point there, but can't hate on Willard. That was such a clutch. They wouldn't have even gotten that position if they weren't rolling around that long. That was a crazy round. My goodness. But it's going to be Eclipse taking round number 1. It's fun to watch these dive tanks and jump around into these backlines, though. After watching Iron Alien and, you know, Soul Aced on their Junker Queen and Ryan, it's definitely a different change of pace to see Willard and Kuda going at it. But it's a great start from Eclipse. But such an even fight so far. Which, I mean, those are the fun matches. Kuda going to try and pressure out Ulysses, and they will be able to get the kill with Drip Obito helping to finish it off. And Cheems will take down Slaying Beast, too. So another good start from Eclipse, getting 2 early picks. No one is touching the point at the moment, though. And they're going to start capping it now. And Eclipse is on their way. Willard does take out the Lucio. Healavasra will res Ulysses, so they're back in the fight, and this is Polar's time to get in there. Now that they Eclipse were down a player, but that player is going to be back in just a moment. Cheems harassing the back line on that Tracer. But Eclipse are holding well right now. Polar not really able to get any big picks here. Here comes the High Noon. It's going to take out Healavasra. And with 2 Eclipse picks, it looks like Polar is going to have to reset again. 40% so far for Eclipse on this second point. Team's taking out Mythic Piggy. And that's going to be another couple kills for Eclipse. So now Polar, they really just need a reset here. Eclipse still pressuring these spawn doors. And it's going to be support ults all over the place. Willard determined to kill Dripobito. They just can't seem to do it. Dripobito will stay alive. Slaying Beast will finally help them finish off that kill, though. And Mythic Piggy has Mango Memes 1. Finally, they're able to finish off the kill. So that is quite a bit of picks for Polar here. They will take down the tank as well. Cheems is still alive somewhere, causing havoc. But finally, they'll be taken down as well. So it looks like Polar will flip it, but it's going to be 96%. So that means Eclipse only needs to win really one more team fight to win this map. And it looks like Polar has a couple of ultimates to work with. The EMP is going to come out from Mythic Piggy, who's going to get deleted. But those players are hacked. We'll see if Willard can do anything. They'll take out Mr. Bust down the Mercy. They're going to force Dripobito away. What a ball play. My goodness. Keeping their teammates safe from that ulting Cassidy. Team's going to take out the Polar Mercy too. So both teams without their Mercy. Willard with a double kill. Doing their absolute best to help this team out. Eclipse still holding on for right now. Back and forth fight. Whenever these teams have a team fight, it feels like it lasts 5 minutes. Willard trying to take out the Mercy again, and finally they will. And that is going to force Eclipse back for right now. So after that very long team fight, Polar does come out on top, which is big. They burned a lot of clock. About 70% now. Really, one more team fight that Polar has to hold on to. We'll see if they can do it. Slaying Beast will go down to Dripobito, who's getting 2 big picks right there. 3. Dripobito putting up a highlight reel right now. Willard striking back with a nice kill onto Mango Memes, but it's 96%. Willard is going to have to jump on this point and have to make some magic. But Dripobito is going to continue their rampage. And that's a team kill for Drip. And the last couple stragglers might come in here, but that is going to be map 1 for Eclipse. They get it done. That was fun though. Real close one. I got you, Kirby. Kirby, to get your own card, you have to start a match for a league team. So, for example, this was the first map. All 10 of these players will get a card. So that's how it works. Otherwise, people could just join league teams and get a card if they never played, which, I don't know, kind of sus. Could be the last map of the day. Did I start the next raffle? I did not. Okay. Next 500 tokens raffle is up and ready to go. This could be the last one of the stream unless Polar are able to tie it up. So we'll see. Eclipse going to be making some changes. Rainy is going to be coming in for Mango Memes, and Just 2 Sus is going to be coming in for Dripobito. And Avernus coming in for Kuda. So lots of changes. Only Mr. Bustdown and Cheems are staying on the lineup. Could be last map of the day for today's matches. Is it nighttime now? I feel like last time we came here for the Guardians versus Instigators, it was daytime. I don't think I changed anything though. That's strange. Alright. Get a little bit of map variety. I'm not mad at that. Alright. Make sure you don't forget to enter that last raffle. Command is !raffle. Looks like Eclipse are going to be on the attack first. Polar on defense first. Looks like Willard is going to be switching off ball to Junker Queen. Avernus going to be popping off on the Doom. I can't believe that. 17,000 channel points on Eclipse. That is a ton. And it's looking like a good wager so far. I mean, that first map was very close. Avernus wasting no time jumping into this backline, saying hello to all the Polar players. Nobody going down for right now. Mythic Piggy will get the opening pick onto Avernus. So that is the tank down for Eclipse. But Rainy and Just Too Sus will trade it out. Rainy on the Moira. Willard will take down the Genji. And Willard not going down without a fight here. Eclipse does have this first pick, getting close to the second tick. And they will finally take out the Junker Queen. So Polar is going to have to back up for now. One quick second. Sorry about that. All right. Whoa, that is some bad spawns for Willard, who's going to have to spawn all the way back at the last point. And Eclipse is just going to get some kills on the squishies as they try and retreat back with their tank. Avernus not having any mercy on this Doomfist right now, just hunting down these remaining players. Gonna get some peel from Willard though, and Avernus might be dead, but here comes the rest of the Eclipse to keep them up. Mr. Bust Down with the pulse bomb kill onto Willard, so Polar are tankless again. They need to regroup and get ready for the second point. And somebody, I'm not sure who, it looks like, is it Cheems? Somebody is chilling on payload. It's Rainy. So Rainy is just going to be moving this thing, dancing on Moira, as the other four Eclipse players are going to keep trying to push Polar back. Couple ults coming out. Slaying Beast and Healavos are both going to use those support ults for Polar. Mr. Bustdown will take out Mythic Piggy though, who gets rezzed. And even with both those support ults, not able to get anything, Ulysses will finally take out Avernus, but here comes the Blade. Tripobito not finding anything quite yet. We'll take out Mythic. And that payload is getting very close to this second point. Willard trying to hold it, but they are so low, just not enough to stay alive there. And that is the second objective already. Just Too Sus following Ulysses, not letting them escape. And now Avernus and the crew is going to try and hold the Polar players from even coming out of the spawn as this payload is moving down to the third objective. This would be an insane time bank if they're not stopped along the way. The Genji Tracer combo with the Doom is just, it's dive hell, and Polar is having a hard time adjusting to it. I'm not sure if it was the subs or the role switching, but it looks like Eclipse is having a much better time on this map than they did on map number 1. And it's getting very close. Looks like Willard will take down Cheems, but that is 3 quick picks for Eclipse, and once they take down Willard, they probably will be able to push it in. The life grip almost pulls them off the objective, and that is a 4-minute time bank for Eclipse. So it is looking desperate for Polar at the moment. Four minutes. Now, if you watch Season 1, you would notice this is a rematch of our finals. Polar and Eclipse went at it in the finals of Season 1. Polar had almost an entirely different roster than they have now. And I mean, their owner was pretty honest with me. They were like, I want to win the inaugural season, but after that, we're just going to be playing for fun. So, I mean, it's fair to say that Polar downgraded quite a bit, and they're more focused on just having a good time, which honestly respect. But in that finals, Polar did beat Eclipse 3-0. Eclipse, they look like they're more on the serious route here. They lost that finals, and it looks like they want to win this year. And getting this win would be a great start to that after losing week number 1. Eclipse not even trying. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. They're grilling me. I don't know, bro. Some of this Doomfist tech. I don't know. Alrighty. Looks like Willard will be back on the ball, saying hi to his fellow Doom tank. I mean, Dive tank, not Doom tank. So Polar, they have quite the road set out for them if they're going to take home this King's Row map. They're going to need to not only get the payload all the way there, but get a pretty decent time bank to try and combat Eclipse's 4-minute time bank. That's a good start with Ulysses taking out Rainy. Ulysses on the Pharah. Trying out the new Season 9 Pharah. Going to be pocketed by Helovasra as well. Willard gets the pick onto Doomfist. So this is a good start. They have 2 picks. They finish off the last couple members. They could take the first point with record time here. And that is 4 picks. It's just going to be just too sus on the Genji. They're going to go down though. And unless we see a recontest from Eclipse, that will be the quickest point cap of the day. Looks like they'll get it. I don't know if it's the Pharah or what, but that seemed to work out for them. But Ulysses is quickly going to ditch the Pharah and head over to Reaper. Speaking of hero swaps, looks like Avernus is going to switch over to the Hog. Their Hog looked really good in that scrim against Phrases, so I'd be scared if I was Polar to go against that. Ulysses already on the end of that hook. Here comes Slaying Beast as well. My goodness. And Polar's going to have to reset right outside their spawn door, it seems like. We're going to chill back in spawn and wait for their teammates to come back. Nope, they're going to get pulled right back out, but Ball has a lot of HP, so they're going to survive that. And Eclipse is going to just take control of this payload and dare Polar to step out of spawn. Willard switching over to the Maga. Could be the first Maga gameplay of this season. Love to see it. Couple ults coming out for both teams. Helovasra finishing off teams with a punch. Ulysses gets a double kill on the Reaper, chasing down, looks like Rainy as well. Triple kill for Ulysses. Just gonna be Avernus alive. And this Roadhog is still chilling in the back. I mean, I wouldn't want to go try and get this guy out of here, so we'll see if anyone's brave enough. Helovasra taking some shots at them as they're starting to move this payload. Ulysses coming up to say hello to the Hog. Great peel from Slaying Beast will help them out, but Avernus can heal up mid-ult now. And they will escape. They're still going into the spawn, though, which is hilarious. Ulysses is tired of this Hog. Gonna try and finish them off, but Avernus, man, it's hard to kill this dude, but he can heal himself. And Avernus survived their little run around in the back line. Reminds me of Overwatch 1 where the Hog would just flank the whole game. Double kill there. Mr. Bust Down getting in on the action on Sojourn, and that's going to send Polar back to the spawn. They're going to have to start from scratch. They were able to move it a little bit, but not a whole lot. Willard coming back out of spawn on this Maga, grilling Avernus. Anyone ordered some hot dogs? He's grilling up this Hog right now. But not able to get the kill. Finally, they will kill Avernus, and Eclipse is going to respond with some ults of their own. Looks like Polar's winning this team fight right now. It's going to be Just Too Sus and Mr. Bust Down on the DPS still alive. But they'll finish off them as well. So now Polar is back on this payload, moving it once again. And they've got 3 ults to work with. Willard's ults. Looks like they've got Soldier and Kiriko as well, but we have Blade on the side of Eclipse. We might see if Just Too Sus drops at this team fight. Willard gonna go ahead and use Maga's Cage. Just trying to get these Eclipse members while they're stuck in here. They will get the kill onto both supports, so that is no supports right now for Eclipse. Willard gonna continue this attack, jumping at the remaining players. Mr. Bustdown gonna retreat for now. And they're gonna regroup. So it looks like Polar might be able to get this second point, and they will. So now they've just got one more point to go with. But even if they got it right now, they would still have a lesser time bank here than Eclipse, who finished with 4 minutes. Meanwhile, Polar only has 3 minutes to get it all the way there. So it is still possible this could go into overtime. But either way, Eclipse is going to have a larger time bank, and that is going to be very tough to overcome. Willard still sticking with this Maga. Ulysses will get the opening pick on a Just Too Sus. No other picks at the moment. Avern is pulling off the Maga, but both tanks will be traded out. Here comes Mythic Picky with a Visor. Gonna get a double kill, takes out Mr. Bustdown and Rainy. Cheem's trying to survive on the Ana, and they're gonna push this thing in unless there is an insane stall here. Just Too Sus is gonna jump on and Blade, but they're gonna be immediately antied and taken down, so Polar will push this thing in. And so it looks like it'll be 2 minutes on the time bank for Polar and 3.5 for Eclipse. Acid, do not watch the stream while driving. While I do like the viewer numbers to go up, I mean, safety first, man. I hope you're in the passenger seat at least. Come on. All right. If Eclipse does better in this overtime round, they're going to take this one home. They already won the first map, and it is only 1-2. Looks like Willard will give up the Maga for now. Going to head back to the ball. Polar is going to be on attack first. They need to do well on this attack, or else this match is basically over. In the books. We shall see. Both these teams also, just like last match with Instigators Guardians, they both lost their first week 1 matchups. So, the good news for these teams is that one of them will get their first win. But one of them will start the season 0-2. Jody Brody thinks Polar has this. We'll see. They did kind of snowball that. Don't, pardon the pun. So, maybe they have that momentum. Avern is going to match the Maga. We're going to have Maga versus Maga action. I love to see it. I really do. But Avernus has a cooler skin. Does that mean they win? I don't know. So Polar is going to have 1:30 to try and get something done on this attack phase. Just Too Sus gets so low. Somehow survives. Looks like they used their coach gun to get out of dodge their Cheems with the opening pick onto Ulysses. So that's already a player down for Polar. They're going to have to reset here. Down to a minute. Mr. Bustdown taking out Heal of Asura. Mythic Piggy somehow surviving. Slaying Beast keeping their teammate up. Willard is so low, though. I don't know if the Kiriko heals are going to be enough. But they retreat, and they're able to get back up. But they have 1 minute. The 2 minutes has already become 1, and they have nothing to show for it. Ulysses is going to take a beam in the mouth. Willard's going to go down as well. Down to the 40-second mark. But Avernus is going to jump right on this spawn door and use the Maga ult. That is not good. Down to 30 seconds. Time is evaporating right now for Polar. But if they get a little bit too greedy here, they could lose somebody and open the door to them. And they will. Just Too Sus will fall down. So it's a 4v5 scenario. This could be exactly what Polar needs to try and open this up. And they have only 20 seconds to do it, but they have a Maga ult and they have a Kiriko ult. Here comes the Kiriko one. Gonna try and take out Avernus, who gets anti. They will fall. Cheems is gonna take down Ulysses again, though. Looks like they're gonna nano Mr. Bustdown. They'll take out Asura. And now they're headed towards the back. Takes out Slaying Beast. That's a double kill. And here comes the rest of Eclipse. They're back and ready to go. They're going to take out Willard. It's just Mythic Piggy and Ulysses, the DPS. Just Mythic Piggy. They will take out Mr. Bustdown and try to ult, but it's not going to work. But I was too invested in the team fight that I didn't notice that Polar got a tick and a half. A tick and a half is all that Eclipse is going to need to take home this match and get their first win of the season. See if they can do it. could be the last round of today's matches. So let me go ahead and advertise tomorrow's matches. Tomorrow we are going to start with Frases versus Saviors, and then the second match will be Outliers versus Ragu. Complete opposite of today. Every single team playing tomorrow won their first match. So it's going to be which team goes 2-0 to start the season. 2 teams will start off undefeated, and we're going to find out who those teams are tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. And the crazy part is... Never mind, that's not crazy. That's not crazy, never mind. Ignore me. Alright, Polar is going to have to really put their feet in the ground to try and hold off this Eclipse team. They need to hold this thing for 3.5 minutes. I mean, and it's not even the full point. They only can allow Eclipse to get half of the point. So they really can't make any mistakes. I think you lose a team fight, it's basically over. Willard gonna still be on Maga. They're gonna wall off Mr. Bustdown. That will be a pick early. But Ulysses is gonna get hooked. They're gonna have their ice block, but they need help. They might not get any. There's just really nothing you can do when your teammate is that deep into the enemy team. Just 2 sus taking out Ulysses. So both teams have lost a player, but Mr. Bustdown's already back. Meanwhile, it's going to take longer for Ulysses. Avernus, though, a great ante from Healavasra, is going to send that Maga back to spawn. That is what they need. So Polar surviving for now. It got a little bit dicey, but honestly, that ante was huge. Mythic Piggy's going to die in the mid-fight, though, to Mr. Bustdown. That is rough for Polar. They're going to be down a player, and Eclipse might just crack this door open here. Avernus going to get anteed again. These antes are keeping them in the game. My goodness. But they're on a will fall, so it's just going to be Slaying Beast on the Kiriko for heals for Polar. We're going to use that cage ult, try and buy some more time. Avernus is back. Going to take out Ulysses right before they go down. 2 minutes. And Anna still has a long walk. Get going, Grandma. Your team needs you. Meanwhile, Eclipse is ready for the next team fight. They have all 5 players up and ready to go. Here comes Avernus turning the corner. Wants to duel Willard one more time. Both support, both DPS ults are ready for Eclipse as well. Mr. Bustdown getting anteed again. And Avernus will start with a pick onto Willard. Looks like 2 more picks are going to follow, and that's going to be it. Ana running away for Polar. I don't blame him. And they will cap, and that'll be the end. GG's. It was an impressive hold there at the start, but it looks like Eclipse will get it done. And that was probably the most amount of channel points I've ever seen on a match, but it looks like you guys were right. Congratulations to those who bet Eclipse. They got it done. All right. And that is it for today. Those were 3 awesome matches, especially the last 2. Those were super close, super fun to watch.